Hello and welcome in the Token Talker podcast.
Yeah.
Today
Hello.
it's a really
Hello.
big pleasure because I receive Olayimika Oyebanji. He is the most expert in Web3, Web3. I'm really happy to receive him. He worked
Yeah.
in this industry from a lot of time. He worked for a lot of projects and now he helps the cool company like NAEST. How are you, Olayimika?
Hey, hello. I'm fine. Hello, Jen. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. It's really big pleasure to receive you in
Yeah.
this podcast, Token Talkers. We speak about you, about NAEST. We have a lot of things to make together. Can you explain me just a little bit why you start in this industry of Web3, and when you start this project?
Okay. Thank you. My journey to Web3 began in 2020.
Oh,
I was tasked
okay.
to I was working with a tech company, and we wanted to raise funds. And then at the time, NFT was beginning to go mainstream, go viral. So a lot of people were talking
Okay.
about NFTs. So I then decided to look into NFT to see if it could offer a viable path to fundraising. So I I then I then started working on our own NFT. Like the tech company that I was working for then decided to launch an NFT token. So we kind of experimented with that idea, but unfortunately, it didn't last long. At the time, we were, having a serious plan to raise money through NFT. Things began to crumble, and eventually, we,
Mm,
went into the bear market, and the hype and all of that, disappeared. So that was the first thing that captivated, my that caught my attention, and ever since then have really been curious. I've gone all in into Web3, and then I've not looked back since then.
okay, nice. Okay, but congratulations for your parcours. It's really really nice and amazing. You start from 5 years, so you are really big expert, and congratulations for that. What is the
Yeah.
biggest moment of in your career?
Okay. So my what I actually do in Web3 is, I've exclusively focused on marketing, PR coverage, Web3 research, writing professional copies, and what have you. So I have had the good fortune to work with several projects in NFT,
Mhm.
notable among them MoonDAO, UkraineDAO, and DomainDAO. So, but basically, let me talk about MoonDAO very briefly. MoonDAO
Okay.
is the first DAO to sponsor an individual to outer space. Like
Wow.
it's is a decentralized autonomous organization. I was one of the core team members, one of the core contributors to MoonDAO. I I was one of the team. I was part of the team that drafted MoonDAO's constitution. Okay,
Mhm.
so and then as a decentralized organization, we were just like an internet native organization. We're just different people from different parts of the world, belonging to one organization that seeks to make a profound change, you know, through blockchain technology. So that was essentially the idea behind, MoonDAO, and it gave me, profound insight into how blockchain technology can really make a huge impact in the world. So we, banded together, and, we raised funds. We raised 8 million US dollars as a DAO to decentralize access to space. So so fortunately, we were able to achieve one of the most important objectives of the DAO, which was to send an individual to outer space. So the DAO voted, and you know in on the 8th of August 2022, we sponsored Kobe Cotton of Dude Perfect to outer space. So that was really a watershed. If you were around at the time, you could have probably come across the news. It was all over the internet. So we made history as the first DAO to do so. So, and then I've also been involved in another significant project, which is the UkraineDAO. UkraineDAO is the first wartime DAO in history. So prior to the Russian Ukrainian war, I think at the outset of the war, a DAO was formed to support the Ukrainian cause, and that is the UkraineDAO. So fortunately, I was one of the early contributors to the DAO. I joined the DAO through one of the co-founders, who is Alona Shevchenko. So I was able to contribute to the DAO voluntarily by writing and organizing and stuff like that. Wow. So that is my journey so far.
Wow, really nice, really nice. Congratulations for that. It's really, really important work and really, really nice. Congratulations for you. And now, how did you find NAEST, and why did you join us?
Yeah, thank you. That's a good question. Yeah, okay. First, let me talk about Lauren. Lauren is my friend. We are a friend and is an acquaintance.
Okay.
To join as a tokenomics advisor, and at the time, tokenomics is one of the areas where I focus exclusively. So I kind of took that opportunity to analyze NAEST tokenomics. So basically, my first thing that I did, the very first task that I did, joining NAEST, is to structure the token in a way that it is not considered as an investment contract. So it was I was able to to study the white paper, and then to see what needed to be modified. And the very first problem that I encountered was that, okay, the is that's kind of gave NAEST away as an investment contract, or that gave the token away as an investment contract. So what I did was to kind of structure it in a way to structure it into an utility-based token. Knowing the consequences of having NAEST token as an investment contract. So, and now the outcome now today is that NAEST token is 99% utility-based token. And you look at some of the incentives like governance rights and payment purposes that it serves, you'd then see that NAEST is far removed from being an investment contract. So, and then again, I worked on creating professional copies for NAEST websites. So, especially the wording, it's basically French based project, and so I had to like work on the English version of the website to create professional copies for it. So that's basically what I've done so far.
Wow. Okay. Thank you very much for your explanation. It's really, really interesting to listen you. And now, what make NAEST special for you?
Yeah, one of the unique parts of NICE is I like the idea that it is focused on transforming one of the most one of the largest industries in the world. I'm talking about the transport and mobility industry, and that is what we've been looking forward to globally. It's logistics. You have when you're talking about chain supply, logistics, and what have you. So we've seen how blockchain can revolutionize this sector to make things more efficient. Okay, so in NICE's case, I like the idea that it is combining blockchain technology and AI. So these two are inseparable. Okay, so it is we're basically trying to leverage the strength of both AI and blockchain technology to make a significant impact in that industry. So NICE is at the forefront. I really like what NICE is trying to do. Like when you use blockchain, you can be rest assured that your supply chain becomes effective. And then when you leverage AI, you can be rest assured that 99% of the processes are automated. So, and there is just the future. That is where we are heading. So it's not NICE is positioning itself to that significant change in the mobility industry. And I'm really genuinely interested, and I'm excited to be part of NICE, especially with regards to its ability to pioneer a DeepIn project, like a decentralized physical infrastructure network project. So if you look at NICE roadmap, you would see, especially NICE Express, you'd see that it is exclusively focused on spearheading a DeepIn revolution in the transport and mobility sector. So a DeepIn revolution is, I'm sure you know what the DeepIn is, as decentralized physical infrastructure network. So I'm really excited to be part of NICE. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Thank you very much for explanation. It's really, really interesting to listen you about NAEST, and you are advisor at NAEST. It's a really important thing, and congratulations again for that. What do you do at NAEST, and how do you help it? How you do help it grow?
Okay, so I'm part of the tokenomics team. I'm one of NICE advisors. So we have the first thing I did was to work on the white paper, on NICE white paper, and then we looked at how the tokenomics should be structured. So in terms of the distribution mechanisms, and in terms of the need to structure everything around real world utility. We tried as much as possible to avoid some of the mistakes that most projects make in their tokenomics, and one of them is building their project on just speculative demand and not real demand. Speculative utility. So you discover that most projects, especially like let's say 2 years ago, most projects were just built on hype. There was no real world utility. There was no, the demand for a token, for example, the demand for a token was based on speculation. It wasn't backed by any real world utility. Nothing really concrete was serving as the foundation for the token. But in NICE's case, we have been able to structure the token like the token is basically tied to the the activities that NAEST seek to bring about. So the token is built not on speculation, but on real world utility use case.
Wow. Okay. Thank you very much again for that. If you had to say just one sentence why NAEST is amazing, what you would to say?
Oh yeah, sure. It's okay. In one sentence, yeah, NAEST is going to lead a revolution in the transport and mobility sector. So, and NAEST is the project to watch in 2025.
Wow. Okay. This is a sentence. Congratulations. Thank you very much. And where can people follow you and learn more about your work? What is the best way to follow you? It's LinkedIn or what you say?
Yeah, I'm on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is I'm always on LinkedIn. I love using LinkedIn. So my LinkedIn is you can find me on LinkedIn via my name, Olayimika Oyebanji. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So for people, if you would like just follow him, go to LinkedIn, please. You can see on the bio there's the link directly to the LinkedIn of Olayimika. So it's really important. Thank you very much for people. Thank you all for listening us, and don't forget to share this episode. It's really important. Thank you, Olayimika. See you soon.